Hey everyone, it is Havo High here, bringing another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. We are on JP, and we're going to be doing a couple of things today. One, of course, as you can see on the screen, we're going to be summoning on a rank 1 328 Dragonstone account, and really depending on what I summon, if I do good or not, will constitute what I'm going to do for the giveaway. So at the end of the video, we'll figure that out. On 2, really the topic of discussion today will be, why didn't JP Dokkan get top grossing for the transformation Goku? And this is probably one of the only times I've never seen a V-Jump previewed celebration not hit top grossing for JP. It's been a while. I can't really remember the last one that did, but anyway, and then we'll talk about the future of Dokkan and kind of where it's going. So anyway, with that in mind, if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff, and yeah, let's go ahead and kind of jump into the account in it itself. The account, as usual, if you're new to my channel, I do a lot of these rank 1 accounts. I've done a few of these farmed accounts. I'm not a huge fan of them, but if someone gives me a farmed account, I might do a summoning video on that. So this is a rank 1, and you know, this is a great way to start out the game. And the banner that we're going to summon on is actually a great banner to summon for brand new units. So this account here has some pretty decent units to start this current celebration right now. If you win, I would say grind it up as much as you can. It does have a Kefla. So this Kefla is a Protara lead, which will be able to Easy A this guy right here, Easy A Buhan. It also has Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. It has some Super Saiyan, you know, Goku units on here that can go on the Super Saiyan team if I do pull this the transformation Goku. It does have a couple LRs. Yeah, there we go. We got 2 Mighty Mask on here. So yeah, not too bad. This account is probably good enough to be a decent giveaway as it is, but let's see if we can even make it better. So like I mentioned before, the topic of discussion is, why didn't this celebration get top grossing? And the string of wins that JP Dokkan's been having since the movie Celebration in 2018 till now, it's just been top grossing every single month. It's been crazy. And by the way, if you want to summon along with me, feel free to. So, you know, why didn't it get top grossing this time? Well, the easy answer probably, and most of you that are playing Dokkan related games, gacha games, things of that nature, is of course the 1-year anniversary for Dragon Ball Legends. And that's an easy answer. Well, there's not that much money in the Dragon Ball fandom, and there's only a limited amount. So if a hyped, you know, game like Dragon Ball Legends is coming out with their first anniversary, it might really take a big chunk out of the JP dollars, which I think it did. I don't think it's the only reason, but it's probably the easy reason why you know, Dokkan failed to hit top grossing, which once again is okay. Well, I guess this is going to be a fantastic account here with Ribrianne. But you know, the funny thing is with Dragon Ball Legends, the rates are pretty tough, and this is the first time they've done kind of this dual kind of Dokkan Fest type of summoning where they had Vegito Blue and Vegito Goku on 2 different banners. I went, I don't say too deep on it, but pretty decent, and I feel like Legends is stepping its game up. You know, if you remember back when Dokkan was in their first year anniversary with Gogeta, that's really when the game took off. So in this case scenario, they're using Super Vegito as the unit. Got another Vegeta again. Let's see if we can fuse this time. Nope. I think the celebration was okay. It did get marred and had a little black eye from that whole banning issue. There's a lot of different hey, there we go, Angel Golden Frieza. A lot of different players, even YouTubers, that got banned on Dragon Ball Legends. I thought that hindered Dragon Ball Legends a little bit. I thought it would have been a better celebration if it didn't do that, maybe ban later or ban prior to. But I think Legends got the money because it did get top grossing on, I believe, iOS, not Android. And that's one of the first times, I think the first time, that Legends ended up taking some of that money. So that's a really key thing to understand, that, you know, Dragon Ball, in a sense, while it's huge to us as fans, you know, is really not huge in the general public, right? So and that's something to know, where it's limited that we can get top grossing. Us hitting top grossing a bunch of different times on JP and on Global is a huge accomplishment. So, and I applaud Bandai, Akatsuki, whether or not you like them or not, for hitting those numbers on there. Another way to really look at why this transformation Goku did not hit top grossing is a little maybe fatigue. And what I mean by fatigue is think of Marvel Studios and the amount of superhero movies that they've really tossed out in the past 10 years, right? In culmination to an incredible movie, an Endgame, things of that nature. But kind of in between all that, a lot of people were talking about superhero fatigue. With DC, with other superhero movies that are popping out. JP in itself has been getting banner after banner after banner. You got Golden Week, you had the New Era banner, you had the movie celebration, you had the New Year celebration, you had all these banners that were coming out that I think at a point in time, Dragon Ball fans and Dokkan fans in it itself are like, man, I've been spending hundreds of dollars every single month. There has to be a break. And I think this banner here, once people saw this banner, it was great. This is a great category, but not really game breaking. I don't think. I think the teams you can build from this is fantastic, but everyone knows that if you wait a couple more months and be patient, there's going to be a better unit coming out. And I think having this iconic moment, which is great, I think they could have done this a long time ago. And while they waited for this, it's not as hype as it could have been if they did this maybe a year or two ago. Yeah, I'm getting Vegeta almost every single time here, and he's not fusing. Another reason is what I'm doing right now. I'm summoning, and I'm not really getting anything. So, once again, the summoning fatigue of that and the limited dollars could really drive someone, crazy. And is this unit necessary in the current meta? I really don't think so. But it is fantastic for a starter account, the one that I'm doing right now. So it's beneficial for those individuals. Have I even got a featured unit yet? Oh yeah, the Angel Golden Frieza. I just feel like I haven't got anything yet. And we got 2 more multis. So I think the fatigue of these banners and these summoning banners here, because you look at the banners now, right? You have our Dokkan Fest exclusive banner, then you have the category banner, which there could be some value in here being kind of discounted on that. We actually have 2 of those, and then you have an EZA banner. And banner fatigue is, I think, a real thing, and I think if they want to up their game and try to change something different, take a what's the word I'm looking for? A note out of Marvel and Marvel Studios, and do kind of like a banner culminating to something. That would be really cool. Like if you got all these units or something of that nature, these coins are valuable. Maybe something else with coins that can culminate into a one banner that could be fantastic, and it would be a reward. Just kind of like how they did tickets for how many stones you've used. They could do something like that. And where Marvel Studios has made so much money in Endgame, the funny thing is, let's kind of stick with that note, is Dokkan Battle has made quite a bit of money worldwide for the last, since 2015 till now. $1.6 billion was the last time they calculated. Finally, we get a featured unit, which is incredible. But it's nowhere near when it comes to gacha and dollars going to like the number 1 or the number 2 ranking. I think the number 2 ranking goes to this game here, which is kind of similar as a gacha because it kind of uses the whole bubble and the orbs kind of technique on here. Is the last topic I want to talk about when it comes to why Dokkan, this celebration didn't. Oh, don't tell me that's the unit I'm getting. Top grossing for this go around, and that's, oh dude, I just got a lot of freezes. I just realized I got a ton of freezes here. All right, we'll take that. Is kind of what the trajectory for this game here is. Puzzles and Dragons. If you guys don't know what Puzzles and Dragons is, Puzzles and Dragons has been around since 2012. That is, 7 years? February 20th, 2012? That's a long time. And you know how much money that game has amassed over the period of from the 7 years? $7 billion, like $1 billion a year. So there's still money left, but you have to be smart about it. And Puzzles and Dragons are it's pretty smart about it. They have, you know, these kind of lull type of banners and then a big hype banner. Some, you know, kind of what Dokkan has been doing, but they're not really like crushing the amount of banners like every. I think in the beginning they did like every 2 weeks, but now it's really focused on per month average on summoning there. I don't really play Puzzle Dragons too much. Some of you guys might know more about the history and things of that nature, but just kind of looking at the sheer number, $7 billion, that's nowhere near what Dokkan has gotten. That's 1.6 billion, which is a lot of money. And if Dokkan continues to do what they're doing, they don't really have to worry about top grossing every single banner. I think they really just need to focus on the long game, and as long as Dragon Ball Super, the anime, the manga, if that continues on, Dokkan will always have a place. You know, being a 4-year plus gacha game, it's tough. There's a lot of fatigue that we talked about. There's other games and competition in Dragon Ball Legends that's coming out and trying to dethrone, which I thought Legends was going to give Dokkan a big tough battle. But, you know, luckily Dokkan has survived and is doing very good. But can it reach to the levels of Puzzles and Dragons, where, hey, okay, we got a combo, hopefully we'll get the Goku here, you know, to last 7 years and to make, you know, $7 billion, which is, I guess, the second highest mobile game of all time as of October 2018. So Dokkan has a nice future. Oh, I thought that was a Goku. This is a Goku. It's not the right Goku. It has a bright future as long as they keep, you know, doing the right things and celebrating players versus focusing on the profits. The profits will be there if they help the players and celebrate the players on there. So I think, once again, Dokkan's doing a good job. They're not banning a ton of people like Legends is doing. I did a whole video on, you know, how I felt about that whole ban wave. I'm okay with the, you know, banning of people using vendor stones, because that is a different advantage. But Dokkan's a little different because there's no PvP really involved. Hey, we're getting all these Gokus, just not the right one. And you're not really affecting other people's gameplay. You're really only affecting your gameplay, and that's why they haven't banned people for vendors and transfer of accounts, emulators like oops, oh, hold on here, and like Legends have been doing. So I'm just rambling on here, by the way. So, you know, I think if Dokkan keeps on doing what it's doing, but providing a little bit more benefits for the player base, which they've done a good job. They've done this whole boost thing. They've done the coins, which is a huge thing, and that can't wait for Global to get that. And they're going, like I said, they're going to the right path, and hopefully us as Dragon Ball fans will continue to support Dokkan and even support Legends. I enjoy Legends there as well, and continuing on this fandom, so that, you know, 7 years later, instead of just in their 4th year, this game will still continue on and on and on, which I think it will. I think with the content that Dragon Ball is coming out, with the notification of a new movie, the anime series should be coming back, all that, that constitutes more units, and they haven't even hit up all the units yet, right? You still don't have full power Jiren yet. We don't have Master UI Goku. You know, we do have Evolution Vegeta, but not shirtless Evolution Vegeta. So all these different things, but it's I think still exciting. So don't fret on, you know, this celebration not hitting top grossing. It broke the chain, but it had a lot of things against it, with Legends, the fatigue, and you know, even Puzzles and Dragons didn't get top grossing all the time. But the culmination of this, once again, you know, hopefully it'll cross $2 billion, $3 billion. We're still nowhere near the numbers that Puzzles and Dragons ended up getting. So bright future, as long as they do right with the community, and I hope they do. So with that, so, you know, this account's okay. What I'll do is I will do a what would I do here? Should I do a normal? I don't think this constitutes a normal. I'll do a decode. This will be a decode, and I will let's see what I would do. Just a normal decode video. Whoever wants it can get it. and first come first serve. So if you get it, great. If not, it's fine, because really only got the Frieza. There's a bunch of Frieza units on here, but like I said, pretty decent starter account. And anyway, with that, tell me what your thoughts are on why didn't it hit top grossing. What are your thoughts on my statements? And anyway, thank you guys for watching this rambling video. If you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff, and keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time.